thousands marched through the streets of Los Angeles on Saturday, March 28th, during a No Kings protest, one of a series of nationwide demonstrations against what organizers describe as the erosion of democratic norms under President Donald Trump.
I stand here to defend with my life the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Full stop.
Well, I think it's important for everybody to make a stand against authoritarianism and fascism and greed, and all Trump is doing is making himself wealthy while taking away from regular Americans. He took health care away for billionaire tax cuts, the big beautiful bill. And, now there's a lot of people that are kicked off their health care. People can't afford to eat. Now gas has gone up. It's just gotten kind of really bad for a lot of people. So I feel like I need to be here for them and for myself.
I just think it's seeing the people right here. This is beautiful. And while we're out here, we have to look, punch, get right.
And we all are against war. We don't want Trump or Israel bomb Iran, destroy our infrastructure, destroy everything. That's why I'm here, being against war. Thank you for your attention.
The demonstrators in Los Angeles and elsewhere protested the war in Iran, aggressive deportation efforts, and other policies in the third round of the No Kings rallies. Other large rallies took place in New York, Dallas, Philadelphia, and Washington, but two-thirds of the events were happening outside major cities, a nearly 40% jump for smaller communities from the movement's first mobilization last June, organizers said.
immigrated from Germany, and so I recognize fascists when I see them. I am always reminded of people not standing up in the 1930s in Germany, and I feel like we have to do something and we have to fight this, or otherwise we'll just lose our country.
Veteran, they send me money every month for my disability.
No king! No king! No king! No king!
It's important for all people to be present in these kind of protests because it represents our disappointment with Trump and disappointment with the way he's performing in office.
Oh, it's important for me to be here to just show that our president is a lunatic, yeah, and also a pedophile. We're all going to know that soon.
No crowns. One, no king. No crown. Once again, no king. Once more.
And said, I came to preach good news to the poor and to open the eyes of the blind and set the...
For me, this was a must-attend event. This is my third No Kings rally. I've lived for 72 years in this country. Our democracy and our literal way of life is being quickly, very quickly, stripped away from us.
Then we need you. We need you.
I've spent so many of the most recent months being really angry at what's happened to our country and watching the destruction of our institutions and public health and science. It's devastating and it's disturbing and I'm pissed off, and that's why I'm here.
When will we?
I came here so I could protest this administration. We no longer have two parties in this country. We have one. We have the Trump party, and it's running everything. The Democrats are failing, and the Republicans are allowing Trump to do whatever he wants as if he's holy and blessed and sanctioned by God, which he is not.
Turn us around, ain't gonna let nobody.
Ain't no come on, Danny, how about that? We ain't got a time.
In the name of humanity!
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 We refuse!
We refuse!
We refuse!
We refuse!
To accept! A fascist America!
A fascist America!
For Lady Liberty is pale, she bows her head in shame. Amazing strength, it won't be long. Our independence. Amazing disgrace. America, America, where white boys rig the game. For centuries of this disease, it's such a sorry shame.
Now we're actually going to where they are. Right now they're at Fort McNair. That's where a lot of the cabinet is living. And so we're taking our people right to them. And we know that they want us to be too afraid to do that. So the Deputy Chief of Staff of the White House, Stephen Miller, he actually had the FBI raid the home of a woman who was sidewalk chalking outside his house of Arlington. So it's really important that we don't let that kind of harsh repression actually stop us from using our First Amendment rights.
I came out because I'm here to send a message that DC is beautiful already. We're free, we're ready to govern ourselves, and we're not going to allow Stephen Miller to take control of us anymore.
Everything is getting worse. The fact that we're drawn into an illegal war while the cost of living is just skyrocketing, it just seems like a slap in the face of the American people. And so I wanted to come out today and, make a point that this stuff isn't okay.
Luchar significa trabajar.
And no, baby, you cannot wait. Table.
No puedes quedarte esperando a que alguien te invite a la mesa.
You are called to
A nuestra Constitución. It's time to fight.
Para proteger a nuestras familias y a nuestras comunidades.
I'm neck deep in this work because I keep saying yes.
A lot of us don't support what is going on with the current government. A lot of us didn't vote for it and don't want to be in a war and don't want to be paying high gas prices for apparently no reason with no strategy. And we have a Congress that's supposed to authorize war, and they've just put aside their responsibilities in trying to obey this guy who thinks he's our king.
laws protecting their humanity.
The gas is not great. I have a little sedan. I'm paying $44. I've never paid $44 ever for my little sedan. $25 max, that's double. So that's one of my issues.
I think we've lost focus on doing what's needed for the American people and using our resources and our tax dollars to provide health care and invest in our own people. And I don't see a strategy behind the war other than the finicky whims of our president.
People in need.
Y estamos dando servicio a la comunidad y estando.
You've had Republicans in charge at all levels in Texas for 30 years, so any complaint you currently have is on the Republicans. So if you want change, put in Democrats, and hopefully some of the issues get better.
In this work.
Estoy profundamente metida en este trabajo.
Starting as a child.
He's the worst president we've ever had because he's moving the country in an authoritarian direction. And a lot of the things that he's doing now are going to haunt us for a long time. For example, the judges he's appointed and things like that.
But the people in charge right now are not doing their due diligence, and they don't care about the outcomes. And that is frightening because it is hurting innocent people unnecessarily.
We got to do something about Trump. Just cannot continue this. The country's going down the tubes in a hurry.
Nazis are not welcome! Dallas will ever, forever, be anti-fascist!
One thing I'll give Trump credit for is mobilizing the dissenters. And prior to 2016, I was very apolitical. And when I saw the things that were starting to happen, and now in recent months, I can't stand by and be silent anymore, simply because of my boys and their friends and the future that's at stake.
Boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. Boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere. U.S. out of the gate, no fascist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. On the ground, no bombs in the air. No boots on the ground, no bombs in the air. U.S. out of everywhere. No war.
People see that the love that's here, all these old people, Antifas, and other people can see what's going on. People that might not agree, but they can see the passion that's here and maybe come to some kind of understanding.
I'm protesting because I'm a product of immigrants. That's my main cause right now. He's treating human beings worse than animals. And he's treating human beings, it is the American nightmare, but it's becoming the global nightmare.